guys, it's TBGP, and today, we're gonna talk about something Sims related that has just been like bothering me, and since I actually did it, or like I guess experienced it, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say, that I just want to talk about it for a minute. So, as some of you guys know, I don't really like The Sims 4. It is a known fact, I don't care for it, but I will occasionally play it specifically if I'm trying to see something, or if I'm gonna make a video on it. You know, those notorious Sims videos I always promise and never release. So, in that case, I was playing it for a future video, actually, and it, like, collided at the same time as the Cozy Celebrations event. And I want to talk about these Sims 4 events, as well as the direction that The Sims is going in, so, let's talk about it for a second. So, The Sims 4 has been having, like, these login weird events recently. Like, there was one sometime last year. I don't remember if it was actually last year or the year before. But they have, like, a login event thing. Last year was awful, and it was a blur to me, so I can't really tell you. But I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. It was, like, their first login event where you just have to log in every day, and then you can collect items, and then you get the perfectionist trait or something like that at the ending. So, that was, like, their first attempt at it. So the Cozy Celebrations one is going on. It takes like bits and pieces from every culture where it's like a dish or ask someone about their holiday traditions. That's how it goes. I don't remember exactly the people they had on there. I genuinely don't remember the exact cultures that were on there, but I'll put them up on the screen when I look through the game in the footage that I have for that. I didn't get footage of every day because when I first did it, I literally forgot to record anything for it, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. But I did get it for like the last few days because I didn't come back until after Christmas. Like, I was doing it the first week of the event, and then I left and didn't come back until like Christmas. So anyway, the point of the event to me is literally pointless. I'm sorry, it is so boring, like yawn fest. The Sims 4 is already boring as it is, but then you have the event on top of it where it's just like, ask 3 Sims about their tradition. Watch television. That's literally the ending quest, which is wild. Then they have stuff like, ooh, make insert food. Make insert food again. Serve hot cocoa, do all these kind of things, which let me just say, if you don't have seasons, which my sister doesn't have the seasons expansion pack, and I also want to make a disclaimer for anyone who's like, you have expansion packs for The Sims 4? I thought you hate that game. I do not like The Sims 4, and I would even teeter on hatred, but I have expansion packs because people gifted me expansion packs. I did not care for them, but you know, it's a gift, so you know, why not? So no, that's why. And then it comes down to it, she's playing it, and none of these things would make any sense. Like the hot cocoa, why am I serving hot cocoa in the permanent summer? Excuse me. And then it's just like, watch holiday stuff, and you're just like, it's summertime, but okay, sure, let's go. And that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, yikes, that's just crazy. Also, I heard there was some kind of glitch in the event. Actually, my sister experienced that, if you're wondering which sister. It was Ashy, of course. She experienced them not letting her collect her items, so she straight up just gave up on the event and was like, whatever, I don't care, and left and did not finish playing the event. So I think that's hilarious, and of course it's broken because if it's The Sims 4, something's always going to be broken. But my point is that I think the events are extremely boring and genuinely pointless. You give us all these so-called items to use, and of course there's other issues with that I'll talk about in a second, but you give all these items to use even though they're like holiday themed, but they only make sense for seasons to me personally, because seasons actually has Christmas. Unless you want to make a false Christmas in your game without any of the stuff, I don't really see a point in half of these items in the first place, and I really wish they got more cultural stuff related to that, because it's like even weekly, it's not week like a week, but like weekly even Christmas themed. And yeah, I know they're trying to be culturally diverse and stuff like that, but honestly this just felt like nothing. It was boring. Like I said, I already think The Sims 4 is boring as it is, and then you just do this and I still think it's boring. So yeah, overall it's just boring. Also, the amount of times you just have to research documents on a computer. My Sims are poor, obviously. I never start The Sims with money. I don't think I ever will have money in The Sims. Let's be honest. It takes me so long to even get a substantial amount of money in The Sims 3. You think I'm gonna get that in The Sims 4? No, I don't play long enough for that. Like, the moment I have kids, I'm done with The Sims 4. But besides that, like, the event tasks are boring as heck. Asking people their traditions, and then you get, like, a little box in the corner that's like, oh, my tradition is this, or my tradition is that kind of thing, and that's, like, the entire thing, and I'm just like, okay. cool, I guess, and then you go about your merry business and not really caring. Like, I got them done super easily, like within 5 minutes of turning the game on. And yes, I know that people want them to be easy so they're accessible, but like, don't make them boring. Make me do something. Make me do something. I know The Sims is a point and click game, but make it interesting. God dang it! And besides the boringness, this is just also the grim future of The Sims. They're going to make these login bonuses and weekly event type situations, like these kind of things, because they want more people to play the game. Yes, a lot of people do play The Sims 4. A lot of people turn the game on, playing cast for 10 minutes, and then, go on their merry way or build a house and then leave and not actually play the game. They're trying to get people to actually play the game or give people reasons to actually turn the game on, like, oh, for some items that I'll get to in a second, or a trait, which I'll also get to in a second, that kind of stuff. But I don't really think it works, because there's just most people I see complaining about these events. They're just nothing. They don't really do anything. They don't alter your gameplay. You don't want to make a specific household just to do the events. Like, it's boring. It's boring. And the grim future of it is that I think they're going to keep doing this, because one of their new games is supposed to be a mobile game, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's like the Townie Stories or whatever. And then the other one is cross-platform, meaning they're probably going to have these type of events in their next Sims games. And they're just priming people for it. I know, everyone's always like, you keep saying stuff like that. I'm going to keep saying stuff like that, because kits were also microtransactions. So we're just going to keep getting that. They're going to keep doing it until, you guys are primed for the next Sims games, obviously. And speaking of the stupid items, first, the items are really nothing. There's just reefs. Apparently, everyone hates the reefs. I have no idea what's going on there. I stay away from Sims discourse 90% of the time, but people hate the reefs. I don't know what's happening. But the reefs are, like, fine. You can't put them on your door, but they're, like, fine. I put them on my windows or something like that, and they did their job, okay? They weren't great, but they weren't terrible either. They're just decorative items. They don't do much. You get the ugly Christmas sweaters, but I hate the way Sims 4 clothes sits on people, so I really don't care for it. And then your last thing is the trait. Okay, you get the stupid freaking frame that literally just made me mad, because the save I was playing in, they were poor. And that was like $3,000 to buy. And I had to freaking buy that just so they can watch stupid TV on it. And I sold that garbage right after and put my freaking TV back, because I was not putting up with that garbage. I have footage of it. No, buddy. What the freak is with that frame? That just gets on my nerves. But I guess it's a cool sort of item. I don't know. Whatever. It depends on if you really care about a picture frame television. When the freaking Samsung. Anyway, besides that, like I said, you get those items, and then you get the Grouch one, which is a very oddly specific one, and they hate the holidays. But why do you need a trait like that if you don't even have seasons? Seasons is not a base game thing. So what the freak is going on with that trait? There's no holidays in the base game. I have no idea why they made that trait a thing. Like, I should have just got grumpy again or something. I don't see the point in the Grouch or Grinch or whatever the freak they're saying. You just don't like Christmas. Why? There's no Christmas in the base game unless they're adding that now, but I highly doubt it. Not that much you're gonna hate the people who bought seasons, man, but whatever. I'm not getting into that. That's freaking stupid. That trait is genuinely pointless, and they're locked behind a wall. People call it gatekeeping. I guess it could be, because you can't get any of these items without the event. You can download them from the gallery, but you can't get them without the event, which, what the freak? That's freaking stupid, dude. I don't really get the point. Like, just give people these items for free at some point, or put them in a little pack that people can download later, because that's just dumb. I'm not gonna lie, it's so stupid. Why did they do that? Because same thing with the Grim Reaper event. I didn't do it. Like I said, worst time of my life during that time, so I did not end up doing the stupid Grim Reaper event. Also, I was playing Dragon Age, okay? I had better things to do. And buddy, what the freak was that? Why did they do that? Like, I can't get those items unless I download them from the gallery, but then I can't get the... It's so questionable. Like, they just like, oh, instead of giving people free items, here are items you have to log in for, and that you're never going to be able to get again, because we're never going to really re-release them. Like, that is such a weird thing. Obviously, modders and CC people are going to freaking re-release them and give them to everyone, which that's dandy. That's fine. I am cool for that. But the Sims do have some kind of responsibility of people who didn't have the game before, and also people who didn't get to do the events. Yeah, that's weird. Please don't gatekeep items like that. That is so stupid. Besides that, yeah, I just think the events are the future of The Sims. So we're going to have to stick up with them and live with them, because you already know that the Sims team likes to give people the bare minimum for everything. So these events are going to continue to be just the bare minimum. Like, that's what we're going to be dealing with for the next, I don't know, years at this point. And with like Project Renee and the Sims Townies stories, or whatever that freaking thing is called, they're not really going to do anything else. I'm sorry to tell you. That is like totally not gonna happen. It's just gonna be with these events weekly, and then microtransaction, and then 1,000 different expansion packs. So yeah, we'll see. Also, let's wait and see how many of these items from these events that they repackage for a expansion pack. Like, I'm waiting to see someone do it. So let's see it happen. And yeah, with that much said, the future of The Sims is still grim. And at the current state, yeah, they're just gonna keep adding more and more events like this and microtransactions. So we're just gonna have to live with that garbage. And yeah, so that's my 2 cents, and that's all I wanted to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was TBGP. I'll see you like next time. I still don't like The Sims 4, and bye bye.